Joining us, head coach of the Cavaliers, Dane Damron, his team on the road this week to take on the number 15 Bears of Lenoir-Rhyne. Coach, we're a little bit more than a third of the way through the season now at this point. We'll start there. Assess your team in all facets and how you think things have gone here. Third of the way through.
Well, I mean, they've not gone the way I hoped they would go. The second game of the season still thorn on my side. With that being said, Thomas More is now 3-1. So I think they're probably better than I thought that they were going to be. We obviously did not play very good there, but they got a good team. And in the last two games in the South Atlantic Conference, our first two SAC games, we've played well. It's just not been at the same time. It's not been at the same time. I thought at Barton, the first half, the defense was pretty good and the offense wasn't very good, and it kind of flipped the script there in the second half. And then this past week, we had the ball for 23 minutes the first half, and just gave up and just scored 10 points. And they were just on the field for 7, but scored 28. So didn't think we played very well defensively the first half. But the second half, I thought our defense was fantastic and gave us every opportunity to have a chance to get back to, within one score. And, we had a touchdown pass I thought we dropped, and, dropped a couple of third down conversion balls that we need to make. I thought that, as I said in the post game interview, I thought the two possessions right there before half, really killed us, because the worst it should have been was 21-10 at halftime. But I think we're better, Daryl. A lot of times stats are for losers, but stats do tell a story. And we're running the ball better than we ever have, and we got to cut out penalties. And we've had some mealtime penalties, some personal fouls, which we've got to correct. And we had a couple of kids get personal fouls, and we just sat them for the rest of the game. We can't do that. Pass interference calls are going to happen. If you're playing physical and we play as much press man as we play, that's going to happen. But we're just giving up 10. We're just giving up 10 first downs a game defensively by them earning them, but we're also giving up 5 a game by penalties. So 15 first downs a game. So if we cut those out, I think we're playing a lot better.
Coach, you talked a little bit about what I want to talk on next. That's been your ability to run the football. Last 2 weeks, you ran the ball extremely well. 150 yards last week, over 200 the week before, and you're taking on a Lenoir-Rhyne squad this week, one of the better rush defenses in the country. Talk to us a little bit about that and the importance of being able to move the football against that Bears front.
I mean, we are who we are. We're going to try to run the football. I said that going into the year. Our goal was to try to stay on the field, to keep our defense off the field, and I think the last 2 weeks we've done that. When that's happened, we got to make sure we're not letting them score us quick. But Lenoir-Rhyne is, I think they're a different animal. We're pretty good defensively. There seems like we've been playing this same group of kids on defense now for 3 years. That Will linebacker they got number 1 is fantastic. The big interior D lineman number 32 is fantastic. I mean, they're really, really good. We'll have to limit our mental mistakes. That's really what got us a lot Saturday, was we just made too many mental mistakes. But they're good, and we know that going in. We're a better football team, Daryl, but we've got to stay within our margin of error. If we get outside of our margin of error, we're not very good, and we've got to not turn the ball over. We've got to create some turnovers. We're 5 of 6 in the red zone the last 2 games, and we all know the red zone score we didn't get. But and then this last game we were 9 of 17 on third down. The last 2 games we're converting over 40% of our third downs. So we're doing some good things. We just got to put, as a team, we've got to put both halves together.
Special teams has been a strong point for you this season. Kellen's yet to miss a kick. I think Markentale's done a pretty good job punting, and your coverage unit. You're taking on an LR squad. They blocked a couple punts already this year. The return man's returned 3 to this point in the season. The importance of special teams on this game Saturday.
Oh, it's huge. I remember going down there in 2019, and I think our special teams were 11-on-1. Cameron Duggar just did anything he wanted to us in 2019. But no, they're always huge. I think Coach Mullen, Coach Lopez have done a fine job, with our special teams, and the kids have done a good job. Like you said, Jake's punting it better. Excuse me. I think he's been a pleasant surprise. And then we know what Kellen is. I think Kellen's one of the best, if not the best field goal kicker in this league this year. Now that the kid from Wingate's gone, but kid from Catawba, one of them, they're both really good. But I think that they're doing a good job. They're giving us the opportunity, and we're winning some field position battles. That's the thing that bothers me most about this last Saturday is we knew coming out that the defense was going to have to get us some short fields, and they did, and we weren't able to capitalize. And we just got to keep digging with what's going on and get this taken care of.
Kickoff Saturday from Hickory, 2 o'clock. You can listen to the game live on FM 93.5 locally or online at WAXM.com. Coach, good luck, and we'll catch up after the game.
Thanks, Merrill.